In front of me is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the tablet itself and also its specifications. So let's get straight into this. Come on, Samsung, how many times have you already tried this shit? Fix this garbage. There's no reason why this is ripping throughout. Put a plastic frickin' strip right here. Problem solved. You don't even need to charge me for this. There we go. Anyway, moving into actual package, we have the tablet. Got the pen. Then that's a thin pen or pencil, however you want to classify this as. And we got our SIM tool. Our cable, Type-C to Type-C, and paperwork. Now let's get this out. There we go. Oh, looking for the power button. So before I get into the specifications, let's start off with the price tag. This tablet is coming at a price tag of about $400. That would include tax. Now, it's not the cheapest in this case. It's, I would say, for a tablet closer to like the mid-range of prices at $400. I mean, that is kind of like what mid-range would be. So let's see what we get for that price. So let's start off with a display, which I can already see has a bit of a chunky bezels, especially if I can compare it to something like my phone, which is the S25. Like, this is just, these bezels alone are probably bigger than my entire phone. So anyway, in terms of the display, this is running a 10.9-inch display with a 1320 by 2112 pixel resolution. It is only an LCD IPS display at, oh my god, 90 hertz. Come on, Samsung. You literally produce your own displays. Why the hell is this not an AMOLED? Why isn't it 120? You're charging $400 for this shit. Like, what are you doing here? Okay, so I'm already kind of disappointed by this. I'm not gonna lie. As the display alone, which I would say for a tablet, I want the display to be good. I care much less about other things, but for God's sakes, the display needs to be good on a tablet. That's literally what you're going to be staring at all the time, and you're most likely going to be using this for something that would benefit having a good, bigger display compared to something like my phone. If I want a good display, I can always whip out my phone, I guess, but the size matters. And most phones nowadays, even at about $200, which is half of this, will come with an AMOLED display or OLED with 120 Hz refresh rate. There is no reason why this shit doesn't have that, especially when it's from Samsung. Now, probably the reason why it doesn't have it is because, screw you, Samsung thought process, because they do have higher end models like the S10s, not the light ones, right? And the higher ones. So obviously they want you to pick that one up. They want you to spend that $1,000 for something that should already be coming with this price tag right here. Anyway, let's continue on. Maybe the rest of the device picks up. Probably doesn't. Let's be honest, it's Samsung. So in terms of the cameras, let's actually take a look at the cameras. Something about the fact that the power button is also on the side just messes with me. I don't know why. But anyway, at the back we have our single camera setup, and that is an 8 megapixel wide sensor that does a pathetic 1080p 30 frames. And then at the front, as a selfie in the bezel, with this gigantic bezel right here, we have our selfie that is a 5 megapixel that does also the pathetic 1080p 30 frames. Wow, You literally can make this shit up. This is just at the moment shit through and through. Wow. So let's move over to the internals. Now luckily here it picks up with the battery being an 8000 milliamps. So not the biggest battery, considering China can probably put in like 11,000 in a device like that. But you know, Samsung is still way behind, and they're refusing to give us anything that is actually worth the money, like silicon carbon batteries. You know, everyone else needs to have this before they implement it. Part of the reason why Samsung and Apple are just straight up dying out. And honestly, good. You wanna fuck around, you can find out. Anyway, so we have a 8000 milliamp hour batteries. It's acceptable, I would say, for this kind of size. What isn't acceptable is the absolute pitiful 25 watts charging. Like, what are we doing here? Are you scared that your tablets are gonna blow up? Because shit, if you can't charge it any faster than 25 watts, maybe you shouldn't be selling devices. Wow. Just as a comparison, at that price you can get something like a OnePlus Nord, which is a phone. But needless to say, it's much smaller, so challenges of battery overheating are much greater there. Those devices can charge up to 120 watts. Shit, they can charge at 50 watts wirelessly. Maybe not the Nord, but other OnePluses do. So if a phone, which is literally less than half of this size, with thermal constraints, a limited space, can charge basically 5 times faster than this, actually more than 5 times, and wirelessly double the speed of this, then what the shit are we doing here? I understand this is a light kind of version of a device, but for God's sakes, the price isn't freaking light. It's $400, and at the moment we haven't had anything here worth the money. So let's continue on. In terms of the RAM and storage, we are looking at starting like base entry, 128 gigabytes of storage and 6 gigs of RAM, and the other option would be 256 gigs of storage with 8 gigs of RAM. Honestly, the second option should be the just base entry for a device with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 storage. This is 2025. Applications can weigh up to like 20 gigs, specifically games. Actually, probably more than that, but so 256 gigs of storage is just, I would say, the bare minimum that this device should have, especially if you're going to be using it in DeX mode, which I do believe it does support. And in this case, as a computer, or something that's supposed to work like a computer, if you load it up with files and all that stuff, obviously you're gonna need storage. And that being said, this is a 5G version, so it does have a SIM tray, but I don't know if it has an SD tray, so let's check it out. It does, so at least that's good. So you can extend the storage using an SD card. So that being said, maybe 128 gigabytes of storage, you could get away with this, but you will need an SD card for that, and obviously SD card will be a little bit slower compared to the built-in storage. Now anyway, let's continue on into the processor, which is the Exynos 1380. For the love of God, I have no idea how good this is. Exynos hasn't been, let's just say, the top kind of pick for anyone, so I do want to compare it to, let's just say, Snapdragon 6 Gen 3. And it looks like it's basically a little bit better than that, but I do want to check a couple different sites. Okay, here it looks like the Snapdragon is better, so great. Great to have reliable information on different sites. Okay, Exynos a little bit better. I'm basically checking multiple different sites to see how they compare and which one is supposedly better. And at the moment, statistically, it looks like Exynos is better compared to the Snapdragon 6S Gen 3. Or maybe that's why I wasn't really paying attention to which version of the Gen 3 Snapdragon 6 it was, but in general, they're about very close to each other. So all in all, it's equivalent to a budget Snapdragon. For $400, you get a budget processor in here, produced by Samsung. How lovely! At this price tag, you should supposed to have something like the Snapdragon 7, which is just a tier higher. It's like going from an i5 to i7. So this is just still absolute dog shit through and through so far, and there isn't much more to go through. So actually, there isn't anything else to go through. So for that price, you're not really getting anything that justifies the higher price of $400. That is a steep price to ask for something that literally lacks any kind of anything. I guess it comes with a pen, as if you compare it to something like the iPads, they don't. So you need to spend additional, like, what is it, $100 for it? So at least that's a positive, but I don't think a pen is worth here $100, because I think at $300 this might have been a little bit more justifiable price. $270 I would say would be probably the go-to price for this. So if you can get it on sale, that's probably when you should get it. Otherwise, don't spend the full price of $400 on this. This is not worth it. There is nothing that Samsung offered here that would justify this higher price tag. And if you can get something along these lines, just with at least one option better, like the either processor, charging speeds, display type, or display refresh rate, that would automatically, I would say, boost up the price or value of such a device. This one isn't offering anything at this rate, at this range for the price, so I would say pass up on this until you can get it at a better price tag. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and today I will show you how you can go through the setup process of this device. So, to get started, when you boot up your device for the first time, you should be presented with this screen right over here. We have a couple options, but the one that we're interested in is this one. Just press right here. Give it a moment, and it will allow us to choose our desired language. Now, we have basically every language right here, but by default it's selected English UK. God forbid I ever want to be considered like I'm from UK, so I'm just going to select it US. It's not the best option, but still much better than well, anything associated with UK at this point. Anyway, let's move on to the next part. Now, I also want to add, by selecting language and region in this case, you might be subject to the laws that are in that region. So because UK is, well, not the best kind of freedom country at this point, even though they claim to have freedom of everything, they tend to punish people for exercising that freedom. So I prefer to select any kind of other region and hope, and I'm saying hope because I have never backtested that if UK has some bullshit laws, they won't be impacting the people that have a different region set. So that's just kind of my logic. Anyway, moving on, we have connect to mobile network. So you can use Wi-Fi, or I believe insert or add an eSIM, because there is no SIM card spot in here. I'm just going to go to the next page and ignore this. Next we have for your review, which we have end user license agreement. We do need to agree to it. You can also tap right here on this arrow to read what you are agreeing to, but if you're like everyone else, you're never going to read a single letter of that legal document, and you're just going to check that you have obviously carefully read and agreed to it. Moving on, we have our easy setup with another device. Now, if you have a Samsung device, it will show up with a pop-up right here for you on your new device without any kind of steps needed. And I do have one, so I can just bring it up so you can see, and nothing. Oh, there we go. And it just shows up. It also gives me, as you can see, the name, so set up Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. So I can do that. It will transfer over the data from one device to another. It's using, I believe, Smart Switch or whatever it's called, which if you're using iPad or iPhones or other Androids, you will need to download this application, I believe. So yeah, that's one way, but I'm setting it up manually, so I won't really bother with this. So I'm gonna go right over here, And here we have the network connections page. Now, as you can see, I do have a skip button right here, which I will use. But if this device is absolutely brand new for you, straight out of the box, first boot up of this device, and in general, you won't see this setup or skip button. You will be forced, for no apparent reason, to sign into network, because God forbid you would be ever able to set up your device the way you want to. After all, you don't actually own this device, it's Samsung who owns it, and they want you to sign in. Your overlords tell you need to sign into network, so you do. Now, once you do that once and reset the device, later on you can go to the setup without connecting to network, which begs the question, why the hell couldn't you do that the first time around? But it's unexplained ever. So I'm gonna select skip right here, and I want to point out this because this is just infuriating bullshit from Samsung. So they give you skip Wi-Fi setup, and as a result, we will not be able to connect to the internet. Wow, gee, no shit. Thanks for telling me. Could you tell me more, Sherlock, here? Because without internet, we won't have internet. Who would have thought? A groundbreaking statement here. Anyway, moving on, we have install software updates. That is a fair thing. And lastly, use device protection features. Now that's bullshit. That's just straight lie. And I will show you that throughout the setup process as a verification that this is a lie. So anyway, now one thing that I also wanted to add, the thing that's supposed to be here mentioned is that number one, date and time won't be set automatically, but Samsung just decided to remove those things that actually matter and give their own bullshit to kind of force you or try to entice you to signing into network. So get software updates, that was one, have the date and time set automatically, and sign into Google account. Those are the message things that you're supposed to see when you're not going to connect to network, not actual freaking lies. So yeah, skip. And here's the thing that it was missing, which I just mentioned, was supposed to be visible, but again, Samsung decided to remove the information that actually mattered and substitute it with bullshit. So anyway, here we have the date and time. You can fix it if it's set incorrectly. For me, it is set correctly right now. But if you're planning to connect to network later on, that does not really matter. The moment you connect to it, I believe it automatically changes the date and time based on the internet, so it won't really matter. Moving on, we have the protect your tablet. But wait, Samsung, I thought you told me that I can't use protection features. Protecting my tablet seems like a feature. So, let's put that to the test. Draw my pattern. Confirm. Draw my pattern again. Set. Well shit, would you look at that? It's now protected. Which means that Samsung just blatantly misled you, or, oh, that's saying likely, just straight up lied. So, you can protect your device without signing into network. Cool. Anyway, next we have Google services like location, scanning, and sending user and diagnostic data. You can turn all of those off, but these are from little Google right here. And there is a reason why these companies are in antitrust lawsuits, and it's not because they're trustworthy, right? So, you can turn off things like, for instance, localization right here, location services, and the device will still know exactly where you are located at any moment because they have multiple different ways of triangulating your position. They don't need the actual localization for that. So just know that whatever you select right here, it doesn't really matter. They will still do whatever they want, allegedly. Moving on. Here we have another Samsung trash. So auto blocker, it's the thing that I'm referring to. And the other two are just nothing burgers. But one that I find the biggest problem with is auto blocker. And I do want to point out, this will matter, well, this won't matter next year at all. So at this moment, I would recommend just exercising your freedom, your ability to use your own device the way you want to, but next year Android will just kind of tell you that you're now basically a bootlegged version of Apple without the ability to sideload applications. So what auto blocker does is just kind of several different things, but for me it personally, it was annoying on my device because it was trying to block me from installing APKs from whatever source. As long as it was not from Apple App Store or Samsung Store, yeah, I was just kind of like, no, you can't do that. So this was automatically off for me. Some of the things that it claims that it does is things like blocks apps from unverified sources, which is basically anything, like I mentioned, that isn't from App Store or Samsung Store. Blocks commands by USB cable, which again, if you tend to use things like ADB commands, this option might just interfere with you. Those allow you to just change certain settings that you don't have as a toggle on your device. You have to like literally put a command. It's a feature that I also used from time to time. Next, we have blocked malware images in the messaging apps. That just seems like a messaging kind of problem rather than a device problem. If a messaging app can't detect that it's literally distributing malware. But personally, I have never managed to download a malware image. And lastly, blocks non-official software updates. Again, not really a problem. I have never managed to install an unofficial update on my device. And if you somehow did, I don't think this option will help you in this case. If you're downloading Android GTA 6 APK, I don't think there is hope for you, but anyway. So for the most part, this option to me was very intrusive and wasn't really helping at all. So if you like to install APKs, side-loaded ones, then obviously turn that off. If you're the type of person that just goes only with like Play Store and all that stuff, then this won't really matter to you. You can keep that on. And like I said, next year it won't really matter at all because Google is locking down that you'll only be able to install verified applications, similar to what Apple does. And this option will no longer have any kind of importance because you won't be able to, even if you turn that off, if it still exists, Android will be blocking you. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Next, we have choose your display mode, dark or light. I'm gonna stick with the light one. And we're all set. So let's click on home. And there we go. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore backup and how to transfer data on Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, so first I'll show you how you can transfer data from your old device into the Tab, then I'll show how to restore the backup from the Google one, then from the external storage drive, and as a final method, how to restore from the Samsung Cloud. So as you can see, we are doing the setup process. We need to click on Start, and now select your language. First we need to find it. Okay, select your language and click Next. If you want, you can connect to the mobile network right now. It's not necessary, but if you have your SIM card inserted, you can do it. In here, we need to agree to end user license agreement, then click on Next. And now we have the first thing that we are interested in, easy setup with another device. We need to click on Galaxy or Android device. And now we have a QR code that we can scan. On my second device, I'm going to use the phone for it. As you can see already, option for setup appeared. If it doesn't pop out automatically on your device, you can always open up the camera app and use the Google Lens to scan the code. If you don't have the Google Lens on your device, you can always try to use third-party QR code scanning apps. So now let's click on Setup. As you can see, it's connecting to our tab. And now we need to scan the code. Okay. And now I need to draw my lock screen pattern that I have on my previous device. Okay. As you can see, it's automatically connecting to the Wi-Fi. So let's wait a little. Okay, getting the tab ready. It might take a while, so I'll see you once it's done. Okay, now we have option to copy apps and data. We need to click on Next. click on agree, click on allow, and now select how you want to connect. You can do this using a cable, but it requires an USB-C to USB-C cable, because when you want to use the cable, we will have to connect both devices to each other, or we can do this wirelessly. Also, there's a chance that the option that I have currently won't appear on your device, because there's a chance that you might have to install the Samsung Smart Connect app, but don't worry, if you don't have it, during the setup process an information will appear that you need to install it, then simply scan the QR code and you will be able to automatically download the app into your previous device. So in my case, I want to do this wirelessly. Click on let's go. In here also pick wireless, and now we need to scan this code. If you have problems with scanning, you can always try, you can always click that you have trouble scanning, and you will be able to manually type the code. Okay, as you can see, our previous device is connecting to the tab. Okay, now the process has started, so we need to wait a little. Okay, now select data that you want to transfer. You can select everything, just calls, contacts and messages, or when you click on custom, you will be able to manually select the things that you want to transfer. In my case, I only want the calls, contacts and messages. Once you have selected everything, click on next. Now the transferring process will start. So let's wait a little. Okay, and now we can set up the biometrics such as face recognition. It's not necessary to do it right now, so I'll skip it because we can always do it later in the settings. We can already see that on this device we are done, so we can click on done. And we won't be needing it anymore. Of course, the time of the copying will depend on, because, you know, if you select, for example, all of the apps, it will take a while before they will be transferred. You will see all of the information on your device. Now we have the Google services. In here, simply scroll down and click on accept. Unfortunately, I cannot change the brightness, so it's a little bit too bright. But I hope you can see everything. Now we can enable the backup services. They're really useful, so I always keep it enabled, and I'll turn on the backup. Now we need to select the default browser and the search engine. I always pick the Chrome and Google as my search engine. Click on set as default. And now we have the Hey Google sentence to launch the Gemini as a feature. I'll turn it on because why not? Okay, getting the tab ready. Again, we need to wait a while. Okay, and now if you want, you can sign in into your Samsung account. It's not necessary to do it right now, so we can click on forgot password or don't have an account, and we can set it up later in the settings. Of course, if you want, you can do it right now. In here we need to agree to the terms and conditions, or we can simply select all. Click on agree, select your display mode, click on next. Okay, we are all set. Click on home. And now we are ready to use our device. Also, don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet and wait until everything is downloaded if some of the things are being installed from the Play Store, because there's a chance. You can see right in here that some of the apps are being installed, so don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet. Okay, that was the first method, and now let me show you the second one. Okay, so let's go with the second method. Again, we are doing the setup process. But this time, when we have option to set up with another device, we need to click on setup manually. Now we need to connect to the Wi-Fi. Also manually, so select the Wi-Fi that you want and type the password to it. Give me a second. Okay, now click on connect. And click on next. Okay, getting the tab ready. Again, it might take a while. Okay, now click on next. And now we need to select that we cannot use other device. Let's wait a little, and now we should be able to log in into Google. Yeah, exactly. And now one important thing. In here we need to log in into the same Google account on which we made the backup before, because if you will be logged in into other account, there's a huge chance that you won't be able to restore the backup that you want. So type the correct mail. Click on next. And now type the password. So that's actually what I'm going to do right now. So give me a second. Once you have typed it, click on next. Click on agree. Okay. And now we can restore the backup. Now, select the backup from this list that you want. Of course, everything depends how many backups you have. So select the backup that you want to restore. Now, manually select what you want to copy. In my case, I want everything except the apps. And then click on restore. Now we can we have the simple setup process, just like I was showing you in the previous method. So in here you can select the password. In here we have the Google services. Simply scroll down and hit on accept. When it comes to the backup services, I always keep them turned on because they are pretty useful. Now we need to select the default browser and the search engine. I always pick the Chrome as my default browser and Google as my search engine. Now we have the Gemini, which is the AI assistant. We can enable the Hey Google sentence to launch it. I'll turn it on because why not? Everything, of course, is up to you. Now we can sign in into the Samsung account. We can do this right now, or we can do it later in the settings. If you want to do it later, click on Forget Password and click on Setup later in the settings, or create a password. Or create an account. Okay, so I'll skip it. Agree to the terms and conditions, or simply click on all. Click on agree. Click on agree once again. Select your display mode, light or dark. Click on next. Okay, we are all set. Click on home. And that was the second method. And just like in the previous, don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet, because some of the things might still be installed. Okay, so that was the second method. Now I'll show you how to restore the backup from the external storage drive and Samsung Cloud. Okay, to restore the backup from the Samsung Cloud, open up your settings, sign in into your Samsung account. Now find Samsung Cloud. There is also a chance that you might need to update it. Now select restore data and select the backup that you want to restore. Select the things, select the data that you want to restore, then hit the button. Now we need to wait a little. It shouldn't take long. Okay, click on done. And now everything has been successfully restored. And now the last method, the restoring from the external storage drive. Scroll down, find accounts and backup. Scroll down again, select external storage transfer. Click on more, continue. You also need to be logged in into your Samsung account. Click on allow. Now plug in your external storage device. Plug it in. wait a little bit. Okay, and now select restore from, in my case, USB storage. Select what you want to restore, then click on next. And now we need to wait until it's done. Okay. Organizing your transfer data, we just need to wait until it's finished. Okay, click on next, all set, click on done, and that's all. Alright, thank you all for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to reboot Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, so to reboot this device, all we need to do is to launch the power menu, and we do it by holding the power button, which is located in here, and the volume down button at the same time. We need to hold them for a few seconds, just like that. And now the power menu appeared, and now all we need to do is to simply tap on the restart. Tap once again, and now within a few seconds the device will be turned off, then it will be turned on again, and it will be ready to use. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to reset up preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll down and find the apps. Then let's tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner and tap on Reset Up Preferences. Now your device is informing you what it will actually reset, so among others disabled app notifications and background data restrictions for apps. What's more, no worries, you won't lose any app data, so simply tap on Reset and basically this is it. Alright, so that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and today I will show you how we can enable power saving mode on this device. So to get started, swipe down from the top right side of your screen, and then somewhere in here you'll find a power saving mode. Remains visible right here. There's a battery with a leaf in it. You can also swipe down on this area to extend it, and it will also show you the name of the toggle. From here, just simply tap on it. You can see it gives you this pop-up letting you know that the battery or power saving mode is now enabled. Also the battery changes right here. So that's about it. Now once you're done with it, you can find this toggle, tap on it once more, and this will revert all the changes. So that being said, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to check the serial number of this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and right here in this left section we have to scroll down to the very bottom to find About Tablet. And as you can see, fortunately the serial number is right here, so we do not have to enter any kind of different sections to check that. And the second way of checking the serial number is even easier. I mean, maybe faster, I don't know. Just open the keypad and enter the code, which is *##06#, and as you can see right here we've got the serial number of this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to check the IMEI number of this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll and go to About Tablet. As you can see, the IMEI number is right here. So fortunately, we do not have any. We don't have to enter any kind of different sections to check that. It's quite easy here. But I've got also another way of checking the IMEI. Simply open the keypad and enter a special code, which is *##06#. And as you can see, by this code we are provided with the IMEI number of this device right here. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to clear credentials on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll and find security and privacy. Now let's scroll down here and go to more security settings. Scroll down again and find this option, clear credentials. As you can see, it is in this credential storage section. So all you have to do is to simply tap on clear credentials and tap on remove. Confirm everything with your screen lock. And as you can see, not only we've got this information, but also this option is inactive, which means that we just successfully removed all saved certificates. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to change the screen timeout on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to find the display. Let's tap on it. Then we have to scroll down and localize the option screen timeout. Let's tap. And right here we've got some options from which we can choose. At the top we've got relatively short options like 15 or 30 seconds, and at the bottom the longest, which is 30 minutes. So all you have to do is to simply tap on the option you'd like to use. I'll pick 5 minutes and it will be immediately marked. After getting back, you can see that it is immediately notified right here, which means that from now on, after 5 minutes of inactivity, this device will black out. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to reset all settings on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll and find General Management. Then let's tap on Reset, scroll and find Reset All Settings. So here your device is informing you what it will actually reset, so actually everything except security, language, accounts, personal data and settings for downloaded apps. So if you wish to do it, if you're ready, just tap on Reset Settings, confirm it with your screen lock, be aware because you cannot undo this action, and tap on Reset to finish. And as you can see, to apply new settings, your tablet will restart, so be aware about that. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in the front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to show battery percentage on the status bar in this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll down and find the battery. You can also do it from notifications, it's up to you, but I believe battery is much faster. So just tap on battery, and here let's scroll down to find the option show battery percentage. So obviously in my case it is turned on, however if you've got it turned off, just tap on the switcher and now your device will immediately show the percentage inside the battery icon, and this is the only way to show battery percentage on the status bar. So you cannot for example show it next to the battery icon, only inside. And if you wish to turn it off, of course tap on the switcher again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to reboot Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, the process is really easy, and I'm sure that all of you can handle it. So, all we need to do to reboot this device is to launch the power menu first. And we do it by holding the power button and volume down button at the same time for around 1.5 seconds, something like that. So, hold both of the buttons, and now the power menu appeared. Now simply tap on the restart, tap once again, and now within a few seconds the device will be turned on automatically and it will be again ready to use. Also, performing a reboot from time to time is good for your device health, because during that process the RAM gets freed up and all of the processes that are running in the background are being closed, and our device can rest for a while. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to turn off running apps on this device. So first of all, we have to open the recents. If you've got the 3-button navigation, simply tap on the button with the square icon or 3 bars icon. And if you've got the gestures, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device and hold it somewhere here. Finger or pen, obviously. Sorry, maybe not like that. Like here. And as you can see here, we've got the recents, and of course if you wish you can close the recents one by one manually just by swiping them up like that. But if you've got a lot of apps open, just tap on clear all, so your device will automatically turn them off. Of course, we can open the recents to check, and here we've got no recent items, which means that we just successfully closed all background apps. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to reset camera preferences on this device. So let's start with opening the camera app. And I hope that you can see those grid lines. I've applied them before I've started the recording because I'd like to show you a visual evidence that the reset option will work, so basically they should disappear. Now all we have to do is to tap on this 4 dots icon in the left lower corner and go to the settings. So just tap on this gear icon. Here, I'm not sure if you can see anything. Yes, you can. So here we have to simply scroll down to the very bottom actually to find the option Reset Settings and tap on it. Then tap on Reset, and as you can see the grid lines are not visible, which means that we just successfully reset all camera preferences. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video, I will show you how to switch to gestures on Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Let's begin. First of all, let's simply navigate into Settings. Inside Settings, you want to scroll down a little and head into your display. Now, scroll down until you will see Navigation bar. Click it. And now you can switch from buttons to swipe gestures. And as you can see, we have a little tutorial. We can simply swipe further to leave our application, or we can press and hold it to view current applications that are running in the background. You can always also go back by simply doing this. And that's all for this video. If you found it useful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to check for the software updates on this device. So first of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required, and then let's enter the settings. Here in this left section we have to scroll down to the very bottom to find the option software update. So as you can see, it is right here. You do not have to enter different sections to find it. So just tap on software update and then tap on download and install. And now your device will check for the updates. That's why we needed the internet connection. And basically you can meet two different scenarios. This is the first one where your software is up to date and there's nothing to download. And the second one is where your device will actually find the update. It will show you the information about it, what has been fixed, what has been added to the system, and then all you have to do is to tap on download or install and apply the update. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and today I'll show you how you can record screen on this device. So to get started, we're going to swipe down from the top right side of the screen, and somewhere between those toggles you will find a screen recorder like this one. You can swipe down on it and it will also give you the names of them. From here, click on it, choose what kind of sound you will be recording, click on start recording. You can also skip the countdown, and whatever you'll do right now will be recorded. Once you're done, interact with the square right here, click on it, and this will automatically save your screen recording to your gallery application. There we go. You can see it right here, and later on you also can find all of them neatly organized under albums, and in albums you'll find screen recording album. So here obviously you'll find just screen recordings and then nothing else. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to allow unknown sources on this device. Alright, so let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll down and find security and privacy. Then let's scroll down again to find more security settings, and here let's go to install unknown apps. And as you can see here, we've got the list of apps which are allowed or not allowed to install some content, and of course we can change it. Just find specific app and tap on the switcher next to it. So from now on, the Chrome is allowed to install some content. Be aware, because you're doing it on your own responsibility. Some third-party apps aren't verified by the developer, so you may put your data and actually whole device at risk. So remember about that and choose the apps wisely. Of course, you can remove previously granted permissions. You can do it manually just by tapping on the switcher or simply tapping on deny all. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to virus scan your device. So let's begin with opening your settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll down and find the option device care. Let's tap. Now we have to go to app protection and tap on scan tablet. And now your device will basically scan itself in order to check the apps for any kind of viruses or malware. And after that, it will show you relevant information, I mean the results. Of course, I hope that everything will be alright in your case, but if not, your device will show you the information about the problems and possible routes, possible operations which you can take in order to get out of the risk. As you can see, in my case, no threats has been detected, so it's nice. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to reset network preferences on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll down to find the general management. Then let's go to reset, And here in this reset section, we've got the option connected with the networking. Actually, it is divided into two different sections. We can reset mobile network settings and separate the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth settings. And obviously, it works the same. Just tap on the option and tap on reset settings. Of course, we've got the information that this operation cannot be undone, and we have the information that we just successfully reset the settings. And same with mobile network settings. Tap on reset settings. Here, as you can see, you have to confirm it with your screen lock. Of course, here you've got the information. Read it carefully. This operation cannot be undone, so be aware about that. And tap on reset, and we've got the confirmation here. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restart Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, we have 2 methods how we can restart this device, and let me show you both of them. So the first and the most common method is a reboot using the power menu, and we do it by clicking holding the power button and volume down button for a few seconds until the power menu launches, just like that. And now all you need to do is to simply tap on the restart. And when it comes to the restart, the force restart, we need to hold the again the power button and volume down button, but we need to hold them for more seconds, just like that. I'll show you how to do it. So keep holding both of the buttons until the device turns off. Sometimes it takes a few tries, so simply be patient and keep holding. Okay, now we can release our fingers, and now within a few seconds the device will be again ready to use and it will be turned on. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and today I'll show you how you can enable and also set up your Do Not Disturb mode. So to get started, swipe down from the top right side of your screen like so, and then in this area right here, swipe down again. This will extend the list of visible toggles, revealing the Do Not Disturb mode. Now when you see it first time around, I recommend holding it and then clicking on details, and this will quickly take you to the settings. In here, you can customize how the mode will function once enabled. I recommend going over this at least once, see how it is set by default at least, obviously changing things that you may not like. And once you've done so, you can close this up, find the toggle once more, and this time around, just simply tap on it. You can choose if you want to turn it on permanently, and you will need to then remember to turn it off, or you can set it up on a timer. You can change it, and then it will run for a specified amount of hours. Click on turn on, and that's it. Now you can also turn it off before that timer runs out, or obviously if you didn't use a timer and select it until you turn it off instead, you can turn it off by just tapping on the toggle like so. So with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to change video resolution on this device. So let's begin with opening the camera app, and currently we are in the standard photo mode, so let's switch to the video one. Just tap on the video, and if you can see the red color inside the shutter button, it means that for sure you're on the video mode. So now all we have to do is to tap on this option right here. As you can see, we've got FHD and 30 frames per second. If you wish, you can also go to the left and tap on this 4 dots icon. And here we've got the same option, so it's totally up to you where you wish to change it. I will just choose this option, so just tap on it. And as you can see here, we can change the size, which is the quality. We've got Full HD and HD, a regular one, and the frames per second. As you can see, unfortunately, we cannot change it in both of those sizes. So all you have to do is to simply tap on the option which you'd like to use. I'll pick HD. As you can see, it is highlighted right now. It is also notified right here, which means that from now on, our device will use the chosen resolution whilst recording a video. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to add the photo tag contact in this device. So let's start with opening your contact list, for example with the usage of the dialer. Find the contact which you would like to edit and then tap on it. I don't know what happened. So for example this one in my case, and now just tap on edit, so this pencil icon. Then let's tap on this profile picture, and now we can either take a photo of someone who's right in front of us by tapping on camera. We can choose something from our own gallery. Here we've got also Galaxy avatar, so we can create our own avatar, or actually the avatar of this specific person, or we can choose something from those pre-installed options. We can tap on this plus icon, and as you can see we've got plenty of options to choose from, which are connected with the nature, with I don't know, with activities, I don't know what's that, with people, with animals, etc. So just choose the option and then tap on it. For example this one, it will appear immediately here, and tap on save. Tap on save again, and as you can see the photo has been immediately applied. It will be also visible on the contact list. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to clear the browser on this device. So let's start with opening the browser. In my case it will be Google Chrome, and of course make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required. Let me set it as default quickly. And now all we have to do is to tap on this three dots icon in the right upper corner. Then let's tap on delete browsing data. And here we've got some basic options like visited websites, opened tabs, cookies cache, and other site data. We can change the time range from last 15 minutes to, for example, last 4 weeks, or even all time. It's totally up to you. And then tap on delete data. However, if you wish to remove some advanced browsing history, just tap on more options, and here we've got them. So opened tabs, saved passwords, autofill from data, and site settings. If you wish to remove something, make sure that it is marked, so I will remove everything. Here we can also change the time range, so from last 15 minutes to, for example, last 4 weeks, or even all time. It's totally up to you. And then tap on delete data. Tap on delete to confirm, and as you can see we've got this information, which means that we just successfully removed browsing history. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restart Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, so we have two methods how we can restart this device. First method is a simple reboot using the power menu. This method is of course recommended when the screen is responsive and basically when everything is fine and when the device isn't frozen. So to perform a reboot, all we need to do is to launch the power menu. We do it by holding the power button and volume down button for around 1.5 seconds. So let's hold both of the buttons. Okay, now all you need to do is to simply tap on the restart, then tap again, and after that your device will be turned off. After a few seconds it will be turned on, and again ready to use. When it comes to the second method, which is called the forced restart, it's recommended, for example, when the screen is unresponsive, when the device is lagged, frozen, and when it's not working properly. So to perform a forced restart, again we need to use the power button and volume down button, but this time we need to simply keep holding until the device turns off. So keep holding both of the buttons. We need to keep holding. Okay, and now when the Samsung logo appears, we can release our fingers, and within a few seconds the device will be ready to use. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to change the system language on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section now we have to scroll down to the very bottom to find the option General Management. Let's tap on it. Right here we have to go to languages, which are at the very top, and here tap on Add a Language. And now we've been transferred to the full list of available languages from which we can choose. So basically all you have to do is to find the language which you'd like to apply and tap on it. So I'll pick Polish. Choose the region if you can, and now your device will ask you if you want to set the new language as a default one. So I will set as default. I will tap on Set as Default, and now from now on the whole system will be displayed in the chosen language. As you can see, it will also appear on the top of the list. If you've got more than one language is added here, so as in my case Polish and English, just tap on the specific language to apply it and tap on Apply. And just a second, and now we've got English set. If you wish, you can also remove the languages from this list. Just tap on Edit, mark the language which you wish to remove, and then tap on Delete. Tap on Remove, and we've got only one language applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to change the ringtone on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll down and find sound. Then let's tap on ringtone here, and as you can see we've been transferred to the full list of available ringtones from which we can choose. What I wanted to show you also, that at the top of this list we've got the option silent, which means that after choosing it your device will not use any kind of sound to notify about the incoming call. And right here in the right upper corner we've got this plus icon, so if you've got something, for example, recorded like right here, or downloaded, then you will be able to choose it and set it as a ringtone. But let me pick something from those which are pre-installed, and if you wish to listen how the particular ringtone sounds, you have to simply tap on it, and your device will basically okay, well basically, oh, I'm a little bit stupid, I just could do that here, and basically your device will show you, or yeah, basically show you how the specific ringtone sounds. So let's pretend I wish to apply this one as my ringtone. So all I have to do is to mark the option and then go back. And as you can see, it is notified right here, which means that from now on, now device will use the chosen ringtone to notify about the incoming call. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to set the camera timer on this device. Alright, so let's begin with opening the camera app. And currently we are in the standard photo mode, so we can take a look at this option bar here. And now let's tap on this icon with 4 dots. Let's tap on it, and let me quickly turn it off, because this is how you will see it. Basically the timer option is right here, the second option from the bottom right above the settings. So let's tap on the timer, and in this device we've got 4 different options, so off, 2, 5 and 10 seconds delay. So I'll pick 10 seconds delay. Let me choose this option. As you can see, it will be immediately highlighted. It is also notified that it is set for 10 seconds. So all we have to do is to tap on the switcher, and sorry, not switcher, the shutter button. And from now on, our device will count down from 10, 5 or 2, depending on which option you've chosen. And after that time, it will simply take a photo. So it was taken, and now all we have to do is to turn off the timer. You can either do it right here, so using the regular option, or you can do it here, because as you can see we've got the notification that we've got the timer set. So we can simply tap on it, and we can also turn it off right here. However, as you can see, we do not have this option if the timer is turned off. So I would say this part is kind of a shortcut. And from now on, we can take photos right after touching the shutter button without any kind of countdown. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to change the wallpaper on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. And here in this left section we have to scroll down and find the section wallpaper and style, the option wallpaper and style. Here let's tap on change wallpapers, and as you can see we've been transferred to the albums from which we can choose the wallpaper from. Here we've got pre-installed options, for example graphical options, colors, etc. So let me choose this one, just tap on the specific wallpaper, and now you can decide where you want to set it, so as a lock screen, home screen, or both. It's totally up to you. You have to simply mark the option and then tap on next. I'll choose both. So now in this step we can check the preview of the lock screen right here. We can change it to the home screen just by tapping on this option here, and we can check how it will look like with all of those icons applied. Moreover, we can, at least in this case, we can change the position of that dog and customize it just like you prefer. Here we've got also some kind of effects. So we've got original, you can blur it. I'm not sure what that effect does. Here you can display everything in black and white manner. Yeah, so you can change the background color. I think we will leave this one. So if you're happy with the results, just tap on apply and tap on done to finish. Now we can go back, and as you can see, the wallpaper has been applied successfully. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to change date and time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. And here in this left section we have to scroll down and find general management. Then let's tap on date and time, and as you can see here we've got some options from which we can choose, which we can customize. However, right now they are hidden, so it's because we are using the automatic date, time and the time zone. So first of all, turn off all of those switchers here, and now we can freely tap on date and choose the date from the calendar, find the day and tap on done. And the same situation with the time. Here, change the time just by swiping and tap on done. It will be immediately applied and visible on the status bar. Here, the time zone, just tap on it, choose the region, and here we've got the full list of available time zones, so find yours and then tap on it. Choose the region again, and it will be again immediately applied. Alright, and the time format, we can use the 12-hour format or 24-hour one. If you wish to set the 12-hour one, just turn off this option and it will be immediately set. And unfortunately we cannot change the date format, only the time. Alright, so this is the manual customization of date and time. If you wish to come back to previous options, just tap on those switchers right here to set automatic date, time and the time zone. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to clear cache and, thanks to it, speed up the device. So let's begin with opening the settings. And here in this left section, we have to scroll down and find the apps. So the list of all apps which are currently installed on this device. And what I highly recommend to do is to go through all of those apps, especially those which are using frequently or those which have the most storage occupied. So let me go to maybe, I don't know, maybe Google. Just tap on the specific app, and here we have to scroll down to go to the storage. And as you can see, here we've got this cache section. Basically, cache are junk files which are saved by your device, but they are not necessary for the proper usage of the app. So what I highly recommend to do is to simply remove the cache. So simply tap on clear cache and your device will immediately remove it. And as I said, do it for all of those apps, so you will release a lot of memory. And after that, after this full removing cache option, I highly recommend to soft reset your device or force restart it. Simply just press the power button and volume down button together. Not really once, because you will make a screenshot, but you have to press it long enough simultaneously at the same time. It's really, oh yeah, finally, it's really tricky because of the position of those buttons. Here, just tap on restart option and your device will be automatically powered on and powered off again. And this operation will, I would say, confirm all of the changes made in this app section. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to set the gesture navigation bar or 3 buttons navigation bar. Because obviously both are in the same section, so it doesn't matter if you've got the gestures, if you've got the 3-button navigation. Simply open the settings, and here in this left section we have to go to the display. And then let's scroll and find the option navigation bar. And right now we've got the gestures, so if you wish to set buttons, just tap on this option here. And as you can see, now we've got 3-button navigation. Here we've got more options, so for example, you can reorder the back button and the recents and change the position from the right to the left. It's totally up to you which one is more comfortable for you. So if you wish to set the gestures, simply tap on the swipe gestures option, and instead of the 3 buttons, we've got this line which is responsible for some gestures. Of course, you can go to more options, and here you can also change the gesture sensitivity, and you can block the gestures with S Pen. So for example, when you're drawing or writing near the edges of the screen, your device will not go back to the previous page. And if you wish to get back to the previous page, just like by using the back button, you have to swipe your finger from the side to the center. If you can see this arrow, you can release the finger, and the same situation from the left side, it works the same. If you wish to get back directly to the home page, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device, and make sure that this motion is quick and short, so something like that. And here we've got the home page, and if you want to open the recents, repeat the gesture, so from the bottom to the center, and hold your finger somewhere here, or pen obviously, just like that. And here we've got the recents. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to check the total screen time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll down and find digital well-being and parental controls. Let's tap on it. So here in this right section we've got the graph which will show us for how long we've been using this device today. In my case, it's 37 minutes, most of the time I've spent on the settings. We can of course tap on it to open I would say advanced graph, thanks to which we can check the screen time in particular days of the week. We can of course compare them. Just tap on the specific day, and your device will show you the data connected with the apps, etc. Of course, here you can change the month and a day, so you can go back to previous records. Here you've got also the list of most used app categories. So in my case, I've got those which are connected with images. Here we've got also app timers. So if you will decide that you're spending too much time on the specific app, you can go to app timer. You can add a schedule, and then your device will basically limit the usage of the specific app. Here you've got parental controls also. Yeah, and here you've got the time goal, so you can set a goal. For example, here you can decide how long you'd like to use the screen, and your device will try to restrict your usage of the screen. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to block a number on this device. So let's start with opening your contact list, for example with the usage of the dialer. Scroll down and find the contact which you would like to block. So for example this one in my case. Then after tapping on it, simply tap on this three dots icon and the more option basically, and then tap on block contact. Your device will ask you if you really want to do it, because you will no longer receive any incoming calls or text messages from this number, so just tap on block if you wish. And as you can see here, we've got this characteristic icon, which means that the number has been blocked successfully. If you wish, you can of course unblock it the same way right here, but let me leave it like this. We'll check whether it will appear on the blacklist. So to open the blacklist, we have to tap on the three dots icon right here in this left section. Let's tap on it and go to contacts settings. Sorry, not contact settings. The settings. Here we've got the option block numbers, and as you can see, this is our blacklist. That's the number we blocked from our contacts. So as you can see, the previous option also works. Here you can choose it from recent or add a phone number manually. So let me enter maybe 5341289. Okay. Oh, it's almost okay. Tap on done and tap on this plus icon next to it, and as you can see, your device will immediately apply it on the blacklist. And if you wish to unblock the number, just tap on this minus icon next to it. Hello. Okay, and here you've got also the option to block the calls from all unidentified callers. Just tap on the switcher to turn it on and tap on it again to turn it off. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video, I will show you how to add widgets onto your Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Let's begin. As you can see, we only have one widget here, and currently it is the Google widget. In order to edit the widget, you can simply press and hold it, and now you can freely move it. Some widgets even have the ability to expand themselves. For example, Google search bar can be expanded horizontally, which is pretty funny illusion, to be honest. But I will leave it as relatively small as possible. So let me press and hold once again. And I think that's good enough. And now I can move it to the center to have it to give a nice feel. And now, if you want to add new widgets, you can want to press and hold onto your home screen and then hit widgets. Now you should see a list of every single widget on your device. As you can see, there is plenty to choose from, like something from YouTube, something from WhatsApp, something from Spotify, which usually is what people do. But I will go with something simple, like for example clock. And now I will choose my own clock, and I think I will go with this nice unlock clock. Let's hit add. As you can see, it's added right here on the other screen, so I can press and hold it once again, and now I can move it to the other screen, and I will also position it horizontally so everything is nice and even and just visually pleasing. If I remember correctly, the clock doesn't really support any kind of expansion, so it's locked into 2x2 mode. Anyway, that's all for the video. Oh, one last thing, you can also press and hold the widgets to simply hit remove to remove them if you want to. But yeah, now that's the end of the video. If you found it useful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to update the apps on this device. So first of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required, and then make sure that you are logged in into your Google account. You can do it directly after entering the Play Store, or you can do it using the settings. If you wish, you can check our tutorial of how to add or remove a Google account in this specific device if you don't want to do it on your own. So now finally we can go to the Play Store. And right now we have to tap on the circle in the right upper corner, which is our account. Then let's tap on Manage Apps and Device, and basically you can either tap on Updates Available here or go through the Manage, tap on Updates Available, and we will have the same thing. I mean, here we've got simply Update button, and in the previous one we have to mark the tick boxes and then update. The second section is a little bit better because, let me show you, go to Manage, Updates Available, because here, if let's pretend that I've got a lot of apps to update, here we can mark specific apps which we wish to update. So for example, here, and then update. And in this section, right here, we can do it manually, but one by one. So we have to tap on update, update. So it's obviously up to you. However, here we've got this option update all, and we do not have to mark them manually. So as you can see, both sections have their drawbacks and disadvantages. I mean disadvantages and advantages. So all you have to do is to tap on update. And now your device will download the updates, and after that they will be successfully installed and automatically updated. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and today I'll show you how you can wipe cache partition on this device. So, to get started, swipe down from the top right side of your screen, and then click on the power button right here, and choose power off. Next, you'll need to grab a cable, plug it into your computer. Camera, please, there we go. So, grab a cable, plug it into your computer, and just have it ready on the side for now. Now, what we want to do is hold the power button and volume up at the same time, and while holding both of those buttons, you're going to immediately plug in the cable. So I'm going to just kind of position my hands in a most awkward way so I can brace the device from sliding off, and we have everything prepped. So I'm going to start holding them now, plug in. In a second you'll see the Galaxy, there we go, at which point you can let go of the power button, but keep holding volume up. Now once this mode shows up, you can unplug the cable. It's only needed to enter this mode. Now in here we'll also need to use volume buttons to navigate up and down, and power button will be used to confirm whatever is selected. So with that in mind, we're going to start pressing volume down to scroll down and select wipe cache partition, confirm it with the power button, then select yes. And we're done. As you can see at the bottom, cache wipe complete. Reboot system now will be selected by default, so just press power button, and this will reboot the device and continue to boot us into the Android. And there we go. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to enable the developer options on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll down to the very bottom to find About Tablet. After tapping on it in this right section you will have all of those informations, and now all we have to do is to find build number or version number. So to do that we have to open software information, let's tap on it, and now try to find build number. As you can see, it's right here. So now all we have to do is to keep tapping on it until you'll see the information that you're in the developer mode. If you've got the screen lock, your device will ask you to enter it to confirm the whole step, and after that you will activate the developer options, which are, as you can see, at the bottom of the list right under the About Tablet. So let's simply tap on it. And here we've got plenty of advanced settings which we can customize. As you can see, this list is really long. So for example, you can show the text ID, you can turn it on and off just by using the switcher. You can force the different layout direction. As you can see, it's of course totally up to you, and the same situation, just use the switcher to turn it on or off. You can, for example, show pointer location, so if you wish to see the full track of the pen or your finger, then this is how to do it. Here you've got the options which are connected with the networking overall. So as you can see, a lot of things to customize, and I just have shown you what to do if you've got the option with the switcher. If you do not have one, no worries, just tap on the option to open more options to choose from, so it works just like in the regular settings. So if you wish to turn off the developer options, just tap on the switcher which is pinned to the top of the screen. Just tap on it and you can see that most of the options will be inactive, and in this left section the developer options are no longer available under the About Tablet. But of course, no worries, you can customize them again. Just go back to the build number step and keep tapping. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a WhatsApp backup on Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, so let's open up our WhatsApp. Once we are here, we need to click on those three dots in the top right corner, and now we can open up the settings. Now we need to find the chats. Once we are here, scroll down a little and find chat backup. Okay, and let's begin with a few things that we need to discuss. Let's begin with the Google account, and first click on allow. And as you can see, currently we have this Google account selected because that's the account on which I am logged in the settings of the device, and on that account our WhatsApp backup will be saved and stored. So for example, if you want to restore that chats in the future, you will need to be logged in into the same Google account that you have selected right in here on your device, of course. You need to remember about it. Of course, you can also add another one and select it instead of this one. Okay, and below we have the automatic backups. Defaultly, this option is set on off. In my case, I put it on the monthly, which means that each month the backup will be automatically made and I don't need to do this manually. Pretty comfortable feature. If you want, you can pick one of those modes. It's also worth enabling to include the videos in our backup. And on the bottom we have end-to-end encrypted backup. If you choose to turn it on, in here basically you can create a unique password that you will need to type in the future if you want to restore your chats. But be aware that if you create that password and when you lost it, you won't be able to restore the chats. So if you choose to create it, simply don't forget it. But it's not necessary to create a backup. Once everything is selected, make sure that you have some free Google storage space. And now to create a backup, click this green button, backup. Now the process will start. It won't take long, so don't worry. I mean, of course, everything depends on how many messages you have on your device. In my case, it's not much, so everything went pretty fast. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and today I will show you how you can boot this device into recovery mode. So to get started, you will need to grab a cable, plug it into your computer, and just have it ready on the side. Next, on your device, we're gonna turn it off, so find the power button, and then choose power off. Once the device turns off, you then want to hold power button and volume up at the same time, and the moment you start holding them, you're then gonna plug in the cable. So anyway, I'm gonna just kind of set it to the side like this. So I'm just holding my fingers over the button right now, I'm not pressing them. And I'm gonna start pressing them now, plug in. And you can see it's turning on. Once you see the Galaxy, you can let go of the power button, keep holding volume up. And there we go. It takes us to the recovery mode. In here, we can get rid of the cable. It was only needed to actually enter this mode. Now, in this mode, you will need to use volume buttons to navigate up or down. And power button is used to confirm whatever is selected. Now, going over the options, we have first one, reboot system now, which takes us back to Android. We have a reboot to bootloader, which will take us to download mode, as there is no bootloader. We have apply updates from ADB or SD card, wipe data or cache partition, mount system, view lags, run test, and power off. Now anyway, I'm going to stick with the first option, which is already selected, and I will confirm it just so I can get back to Android. And as you can see, we're now back in Android. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and today I'll show you how you can boot this tablet into download mode. So, before we get started, you'll need to grab a cable, plug it into your computer, and just have it ready on the side for now. Next, on your device, I'm gonna turn it off, so find the power button, and then choose power off. Wait for the device to turn off, and once it does, you will want to hold both your volume buttons, so up and down, at the same time, and while holding it, then you're gonna just simply plug it in. So let me see how I want to hold this so I can easily press both of them, which is a bit of a challenge. So I'm just gonna like smash it into the table and plug it in. There we go. And you can see it automatically boots into the page before download mode pretty quickly. Now here, just to progress to the download mode, all we need to do is press volume up, which is stated right here. So I'm gonna press volume up. And you also heard probably the sound from my computer that it's detecting it. It's now in download mode, and that's about it. Now in here we also have a message that you can hold volume down, and no, not a side key, power button. Power button is used to turn on things. Side keys are, well, all the keys that are on this device, which heck knows which one they refer to. Anyway, so we're gonna hold power button and volume down for more than 7 seconds, and this basically forcibly reboots the device. Now it's still on. Hopefully you can see that on the recording. The moment it turns off like it just did, you can let go of the buttons, and then the device will start booting up normally. Also, you can unplug the cable, as it was only needed to enter the download mode. And there we go. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore WhatsApp backup on Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, so before we begin, before we open up our WhatsApp, let's open up the settings and let's scroll down until we find Google. And in here, one important thing. Make sure that you're logged into the same Google account on which you made the backup before, because if you're logged into other Google account, there's a huge chance that it won't work and you won't be able to restore the chats. So make sure that you're logged into proper account. Now we can open up our WhatsApp. We can restore our backup during the setup process. As you can see, the app welcomes us. Select your language and click on Agree and Continue. There's a huge chance that something like that will appear. It wants to link as a companion device. We basically don't want it, so click on the 3 dots in the top right corner and now select Register New Account. Select your phone number, then click on Continue and click on Next. Now we will have to verify our phone number. Okay, once it has been verified, click on Continue, and now something like that should appear, Contacts and Media. And now click on Continue, click on Allow, basically allow for everything. And now we have option to restore our chats. Below we can see how long ago the last backup was made, its size and the account on which we made that backup. And as you can see, it's the same Google account that I'm currently logged into in the settings. So everything is as it should be. Also remember that if you don't restore your chats right now, you may not be able to do it later. So let's click on Restore. Now the process will start. It won't take long in my case. Alright, restore complete. Click on Next. In here you can type your name and change the profile photo. Then click on Next. Okay, and now as you can see, all of the messages, including the videos, photos, and normal messages, has been successfully restored. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to activate automatic system updates on this device. So in this video I'll show you 2 different ways. The first one is much more user-friendly, it's quite easy, and the second one is more advanced. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll down to find the software update. So as you can see, this option is actually highlighted here, you do not have to enter different sections. So just tap on software update. Let me tap, and as you can see here we've got something called auto download, so let's tap on it. And here we've got different options. Make sure that you don't have this never option applied. Simply tap on using Wi-Fi only. I do not recommend using mobile data because you might be charged. So just use Wi-Fi only, and from now on, if you've got the internet connection and if the update is available, your device will automatically download it. And the second way is to use developer options. So let's start with going to About Tablet, which is at the bottom of this left section. Then we have to scroll and find software information, and here we've got this build number option, so keep tapping on it until you'll see that you're in the developer mode. As you can see, if you've got any kind of screen lock, you will have to enter to confirm the whole step, so just do it and confirm it with OK. We've got this information, so we can go back to this left section and scroll down even more, because as you can see, the developer options will appear right under the About Tablet. So just tap on the developer options, and here we have to scroll down just a little bit actually to find this auto update system. And all you have to do is to simply tap on the switcher. And from now on, since this option is active, your device will automatically apply the updates whenever the phone will be restarted, and of course whenever the update is available. So you actually won't even notice that you've got the system updated. It will everything will happen kind of in the background. Of course, you can turn this option off just by tapping on the switcher again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to change the keyboard language on this device. So let's begin with opening the app which will provide you with the keyboard. So for example, messages, notes, browser, settings, whatever. Just have the keyboard on the screen and then tap on the settings icon in the upper panel. Now let's go to languages and types, which is at the top, and tap on manage input languages. Right here we've got the list of languages which are currently applied, which are currently on our keyboard. So let's tap on manage input languages. And here we've been transferred to the full list of available languages from which we can choose. This list is divided into two different sections. So at the top we've got the section with the languages which are currently downloaded. So we can simply tap on the switcher and apply it immediately. And under it we've got the second section with available languages, and basically all you have to do is to tap on this download icon and your device will immediately download it and apply it to this first section. Alright, so all we have to do is to apply the language is, as I said, just tap on this switcher. So let me pick this one, and as you can see it is turned on. So we've got English and the Lao, I believe. So let's go back. And it was immediately applied. Moreover, here we've got an additional option which is called language switching method, because if you've got 2 or more languages added, you will be able to change them in the keyboard. So there are 3 different ways to do that: the spacebar, swipe, language key, or both. And I will choose both options, so I'll show you both, obviously, how they work. And after that, I'll show you how to remove the language from this list. So now let's go back to the keyboard. And here we've got the English layout applied. We've got the language key, so the globe icon. So let's try to tap on it, and as you can see, we just changed it to the to our new layout. And the same on the spacebar. We can just swipe on it, and we will change the layout. Alright, so to remove the language, we have to open the settings again, go to languages and types. And again, go to manage input languages, so open this list. And as you can see now at the top, we've got both languages which we are using right now. So to turn it off, simply tap on the switcher next to it. And now after getting back, you can see that we've got only one language applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to unlock Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite without password. Okay, in the beginning I would say that please only try to unlock your phone, in no other case someone else's, because that might be considered as a crime and that's also unethical. Also, we need to have in mind that in the method that I will show you, we need to perform a factory reset using the recovery mode, and it will cause this that all of our data will be deleted from our device, so have that in mind. If you don't want to lose your data, you can always try to go into the authorized center with the proof of purchase, and in that place you can try to look for help. In here I'll show you a method thanks to which our device will be unlocked, but we will lose all of our data. So as you can see, my screen lock is set. And what to do now? We cannot normally power off our device because it will still want a password from us. So we need to perform a force restart, and during a force restart we need to change a button combination. But before we begin, important thing, to enter the recovery mode, we need to connect our device into a PC or laptop using an USB-C cable. It is necessary, so plug your device. And now we need to perform a force restart first. We need to hold the power button and volume down button at the same time, and when the screen turns off, we need to quickly change the combination, and we need to start holding the power button and volume up button. So let me show you how it works. Keep holding power button and volume down button. And now quickly change the combination. Okay, we are in recovery mode right now. To move around this menu, we use the volume keys. we need to select wipe data / factory reset. Remember that all of your data will be deleted, so it's the last chance to stop. Select wipe data / factory reset if you want to confirm. Now again select factory data reset, confirm by clicking the power button. Data wipe complete, we can see it on the bottom. Now select reboot system, now click the power button. And now within a few seconds the device will be turned on, and the next thing that we need to do is to set up our device. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to turn off ads and their personalization. Alright, so I'd like to start with removing the personalization of the ads, and then I'll show you how to set the private DNS. So we will begin with opening the settings. Here in this left section we have to scroll and find this Google section. Let's tap on it. And here let's tap on all services. Then scroll down and go to ads. And as you can see here, we've got our advertising ID, thanks to which our device shows us much more personalized advertisements. So first of all, I highly recommend to tap on Reset Advertising ID, so you will reset it, obviously. And then I highly recommend to tap on Delete Advertising ID. Of course, you can read here what it actually means. Here I think it is quite important that apps can still show you advertisements, but they may not be as relevant or interesting to you. So just tap on Delete Advertising ID, of course if you wish, because maybe you don't want to. And as you can see, it will be immediately removed. And to actually limit the advertisements, I highly recommend to set the private DNS. Let's go to the very top of the list and go to the connections. Then let's tap on more connection settings. Sorry, I just needed to think about it. And here we've got the private DNS. Let's tap. And even though it is turned on and it is automatic, it probably doesn't work that much. So I highly recommend to set the private DNS. As you can see, if the DNS provided by you set is unavailable, your tablet won't be able to connect to the internet at all. No worries, using this DNS will allow you to connect to the internet. You will be able to actually check it. Here we've got the Wi-Fi and the maybe non-mobile data, but still Wi-Fi. Alright, so all we have to enter here, let me just, oh no. Let me just do it maybe with my finger. We have to enter dns.adguard.com. Alright, we've got it, and tap on save. And as you can see, it is set. We do not have any kind of information that we are not able to use the internet, which is nice, which is good. And basically this should limit a lot of the advertisements which you will normally see. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to soft reset or actually force restart your device. So this operation will be useful if for some reason your device stopped working properly and it does not respond to your touches, or you've got black screen and you have no idea what to do. In my case, I've got this taskbar opened and it is not responding at all. I mean, it is showing the recent, but I cannot really tap on the specific option. I would like to open the browser. However, I'm tapping on the icon which is under it. So let me try to soft reset it or force restart. And to do that, we have to use the combination of keys which is usually used for the screenshots. So we need to use the power button, which is located right here, and volume down button together, and wait until we'll see the black screen and then the developer's logo. So let me try to do it. It's quite hard because of the all right, maybe this way it will not be easier. So let me do something like that, and let's wait. I hope it will work. So Wait, sorry. It's really confusing, and the position of those buttons is not the most comfortable. All right, maybe this way. Maybe it will be easier. So the volume down button and power up button. Power button simply. And here under my hand, we've got right now the option to... Sorry, Oh, it worked. All right. I was quite surprised. I thought that I accidentally tapped somewhere next to it. Basically, let me simply go back to the previous step. When I was holding my hand like that, under it, we had the menu to power off, restart, the device, and basically we should just tap on this option. However, we didn't. We just pretended that, I don't know, the screen is not responding. Sorry that this video is quite chaotic, but we've got our device turned on, powered on again. Let's swipe to unlock. Let's unlock it. Tablet is starting, and we will check whether everything is all right now. So basically what I did, again, power button and volume down button together, and wait until you see the black screen and then the developer's logo. And as you can see, fortunately, I do not have my additional taskbar, so it worked perfectly fine again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to enable the night light or a comfort mode. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we have to scroll and find display. Then let's go to the eye comfort shield, and before I'll show you the fastest way to get into this option, I'd like to show you how to customize it. So we can turn it on just by tapping on the switcher, and now you can see that the screen turns a little bit yellowish or amber. It is in order to filter the blue light. What's more, it will be much easier for you to look at the screen at the dim light, so if you're a night owl, then I highly recommend to use this mode. So now we have to go to the eye comfort shield, tap on the specific option, and here we've got this color temperature switcher. By going to the left we can make it cooler, and by going to the right, warmer. Moreover, we can schedule that. Let's tap on schedule. You can set it on always on, so basically this is a manual option. You have to manually turn it on and off. From sunset to sunrise, and after choosing it, your device will automatically decide when the sunsets and sunrises are. It is location based. As you can see, you have to allow the eye comfort shield to use the location, and you can choose the custom one, so you can freely choose the start and the end time according to your needs, of course. So this is how to customize this eye comfort shield, and if you wish to have much faster access to this option, simply unroll the top bar. Let's unroll it fully, but not here, not in the notifications, but here on the right, to find the I don't know what I did, to open this this upper panel with the options. And let's unroll the second section here. And now we have to find eye comfort shield, which is, as you can see, right here. If you cannot find it here, no worries, just tap on this edit icon in the right upper corner. Here you can tap on edit and find available buttons which you'd like to use. So let's pretend this is the eye comfort shield. So just tap on it and hold it, and then drag it to this this section at the top, and your device will apply it. And of course tap on done after this operation to confirm it. Alright, so let's simply tap on this eye comfort shield, and as you can see, it will be immediately applied, and tap on it again to turn it off. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Samsung Tab S10 Lite, and let me share with you how to first of all remove the Google account, and then how to add new one. We will begin with removing the account because this operation is quite tricky. So let me show you. Right now I'm currently logged in. So let's go to the settings, and here, after scrolling down, maybe not that far away, we've got this section with the Google option. So let's tap on Google. As you can see, you can check that I'm logged in. However, I cannot log out here. I cannot remove my Google account from this section. For some reason, we do not have that option. We cannot do it here. We cannot tap on it and do it here. So what to do? All you have to do is to tap on Accounts and Backup, which is at the top from the Google. So let's tap on it and go to Manage Backup. Manage Accounts. And as you can see here, we've got our Google account added. So to remove it, we have to tap on it and tap on Remove Account. Tap on Remove Account again, confirm it with OK. We have to use the pattern to confirm. And as you can see, it will immediately disappear. Of course, if you go to this Google section, you can also see that you're logged out. So as I said, that's quite tricky. And if you wish to add the account, no worries, you can do it right here. You can sign in, or you can do it using Accounts and Backup. It's absolutely up to you. So let me tap on Add Account and choose Google. Make sure that you've got the internet connection, of course, because it is required. So here in this step, you can either create a new account if you do not have your own yet, or simply type your email or phone. So let me do it. Let me actually, maybe, no. Okay. Let me actually enter it normally. It's a hard day, as we can see. Alright, let's tap on Next after entering. Right here, we will have to enter the password. So let me do this out of the screen. Alright, and tap on Next. So here we've got Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy. We can tap on them to learn more and tap on I agree after reading. Here we've got the shortcut of backup and storage info, so just tap on Accept. And as you can see, we just successfully added our Google account to this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to reset Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, we have two methods how we can reset this device. First method is through the settings, and the second is by using the recovery mode. Let's begin with the first method. We need to open up the settings. Now scroll down until you find the general management. Scroll down again and find reset. Scroll down again. In here also we have an option to create a backup of your data. It's pretty cool having it, so if you want you can create it. If you don't know how to do it, on our channel there's a video when I'm showing you how you can create a backup on this device. Okay, of course we are interested in factory data reset, but in here also you can reset all settings, mobile network settings, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and accessibility settings. But we want to reset whole device, so let's click on factory data reset. In here we have a list of things that will be erased from your device. Remember that the factory resetting will cause this, that all of your data will be deleted from the device. And now simply tap on the reset down below. When you do it, your device will be turned off, then turned on again, and the next thing you need to do is to set up your device. When it comes to the second method, which is by using the recovery mode, this second method is recommended, for example, when the screen is unresponsive, or for example when the device is lagged or frozen. So before we start, we need to turn off our device. Let's hold the power button and the volume down button at the same time until the power menu launches and click on power off. Just like that. Now, once the device is turned off, we need to plug our device using a USB-C cable into PC or laptop. So let's plug our device, just like that. And when we have the icon, which means that our device is being loaded, we need to use the 2-button combination to launch the recovery mode. We need to hold the power button and volume up button at the same time. So keep holding. And now we are in the recovery mode. To move around this menu, we use the volume keys. We need to select wipe data / factory reset. Now confirm by clicking the power button. Again, select factory data reset. Remember that all of your data will be also erased. Now confirm by clicking the power button. The formatting process has started. Now data wipe has been completed. Select reboot system now. Click the power button. And just like in the previous method, we need to wait until the device turns on. And next thing we need to do is to set it up. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and today I'll show you how you can hard reset this device through recovery mode. Now, before I actually get started, I do want to quickly mention that you can do this kind of reset in order to get rid of a screen lock if you have one set that you don't know. I have a pattern set and I know it, but I will progress. Actually, wait, no, I think that's a lie. I think you can't actually do that anymore, but we'll see in a second, I guess. So typically you'll be able to remove it, but I guess I'm going to put that to the test. I think it's actually not working anymore. But in any case, if you want to reset your device and you also know your pattern, you can do it, no problem. Let's try it without knowing it. So we're going to plug in the cable. And what you want to do is hold your power button and volume down till the device forcibly shuts off. The moment it does, you want to switch to power button and volume up instead. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's first light up the screen. I want to interact with it just so it doesn't time out. There we go, it's off, so I'm switching to power button, volume up, and when Galaxy logo shows up, let go of the power button. And we actually can boot into recovery mode, so never mind. We still can reset the device without providing screen lock. So in here, I can unplug the cable like I just did. It was only needed to get us into this mode. And using the volume button, specifically volume down to navigate down, you want to select wipe data factory reset. Then press power button to confirm it. Select factory data reset the same way, confirm that with the power button again. And you can see it quickly goes through a reset, tells us that data wipe complete, and reboot system now is selected by default, so press power button once more. Now I want to point out one thing. While this is automatically finishing up the reset, when doing this kind of reset, for the most part, your device will become locked and you'll need to verify it while going through the setup process. Now there's a couple things. I have only removed screen lock from here, and that is also the only thing that was set on this device, screen lock. But if you had Google or Samsung account signed in, you will need to verify one of those. Now, priority is Samsung account over Google account, but if you don't have one signed in, then it will default to Google account instead. And without providing either your Samsung/Google or your pattern, at least that was my case, you will not be able to finish up the setup. And typically there were options to ways to bypass this and remove it, but with the newer versions of Android, the 15, 14s, this has no longer been an option. So just want to point that out. Now, as you can see, the reset is now finished, and you can set up your device whatever you want, as long as you don't need to verify it. So in any case, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore WhatsApp backup on Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, so first, before we begin, one important thing. Before we launch the WhatsApp, open up your settings, scroll down a little until you find the Google, and make sure that you're logged in into the same Google account on which we made the backup before, because if you'll be logged into other Google account, there is a chance that you won't be able to restore your chats. So simply make sure that you are logged into proper account. And now we can open up our WhatsApp. As you can see, the app welcomes us. Select your language and click on agree and continue. There's a chance, click on allow, that this won't appear at the first time because you can click on those three dots and huge chance that something like that will appear, link as companion device. We don't want it. To change it, click the three dots in the corner and click on register new account. Now in this bar we need to type our phone number and then we will have to verify it. We have two methods. We can use the code from the SMS message or use the missed call function. In my opinion, missed call function is much better, and I suggest you should also use it. And also remember that you need to have your SIM card plugged into your device. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'll type my password, I'll verify it, and I'll see you after the process. Okay, once you have verified, you should have something like that, contacts and media. It appears right after you verify your phone number. Now we need to click on continue. Now click on allow, and allow all. And now we have option to restore our chats. Below we can see the date when the last backup was made. Below we can see the size and the account on which we made the backup. And as you take a look, it's the same Google account that I have shown you before on the settings. So make sure that you are logged into that account in the settings. And now we need to click on restore, and remember that if you don't do it now, there's a chance that you won't be able to do it later. So let's click on restore. Okay. Let's wait. Okay, 17 messages restored. Click on next. Now, in here we can type our name. If you want, you can change your profile photo. If you click on that, click on next. Okay, and in here, as you can see, all of the messages, including the videos, photos, and normal messages, has been successfully restored. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to reset Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, so we have two methods how we can reset our device. First is a reset using the settings, and the second is by using the recovery mode. When it comes to the recovery mode, this method is recommended, for example, when the device isn't working properly and when we cannot perform the first method that I'm about to show you. So, open up your settings. Now scroll down until you find the General Management. Scroll down and click on Reset. Of course, remember that if you reset your device, all of your data will be erased from the device. So even the device suggests us to create a backup. If you don't know how to create a backup, on our channel there's a video and I'm showing you how to do it. So if you want, you can look for it. Having a backup is always a nice option because we can always restore our data later. Okay, scroll down a little. And on the bottom we have factory data reset. Beside this option we can also reset all settings, reset mobile network settings, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth settings, and reset accessibility settings. But we are interested in the last option. Click on that. In here we have a list of things that will be deleted from our device when we tap on the reset button. Now simply tap on that. After you tap, the device will be turned off, then turned on again, and the next thing you need to do is to set up your device. That's the first method. Now, let's go to the recovery mode and into the second option. To launch the recovery mode and perform our reset in there, we need to power off our device first. Click the power button and volume down button at the same time for like 1.5 seconds. Okay, and now select power off. And now, when we want to enter the recovery mode, we need to connect our Samsung into a PC or a laptop using the USB-C cable. It is necessary, so plug your device. Okay, just like that. And now, to enter the recovery mode, we need to hold the power button and volume up button at the same time until the recovery mode launches. So, we need to keep holding both of the buttons. Okay, and when the Samsung Galaxy logo appears, we can release our fingers and we should be in the recovery mode. Just like that. Now, to move around this menu, we use the volume keys, and we need to select wipe data / factory reset. Now confirm by clicking the power button. Again, select factory data reset. Remember that all of your data will be also erased. Confirm by clicking the power button. We can see on the bottom that data wipe has been completed. Now select reboot system now. Confirm by clicking the power button. And within a few seconds, the device will be turned on. And the next thing we need to do is to set it up. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and today I will show you how you can capture a screenshot on this device. So, to get started, you'll want to open up content that you wish to capture. And once you have that ready, open, which I'll be using home screen, which is already open. There are two different ways of capturing a screenshot. The first one and most common one would be using the power button and volume down at the same time. Just click both of these buttons together. You get the flash along with a pop-up with edit, tag, share, and lens options. And this does disappear on its own after a brief moment. So that's one way. The other one would be using your pen. You can click somewhere where you have this little pop-up. It will disappear when the pen is kind of away, but at the moment you start hovering, so it shows you this kind of dot under it, this should appear somewhere. From here, just click on it, wait for the tutorial to finish. There we go. And we can select the AI select. What's AI about it? Absolutely freaking nothing. And now we can just, for instance, again, it doesn't work. Let's try it again. Continue. For God's sakes, it's a screenshot. Okay, I guess I'm gonna select Wi-Fi because piece of shit can't work without it. Awesome. Now the reason I'm kind of critical about this is because this is a feature that was before AI was a thing, and it didn't need network before because it didn't need to freaking spy on you whatever you were doing. So let's try it again. Let's see what we'll get. I can tell you that we'll probably get absolutely F all. I guess we get the forced to sign in. How about forgot and don't want to, and nope, I can't actually do this without it. So see, maybe we have Google account in here. That would be faster. And we do. Cool. Oh, great. We get to agree to terms and conditions. Yes, I love to always have those. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, you know what? I can be effed with this. So just know that typically you would basically get the option to select this, and there's nothing AI about this piece of shit. It just basically lets you then draw a circle over something, and it creates a kind of box. You can edit the size of it, and then just click on the save option, which will appear somewhere, and it will save that captured area. It's like a cropped area of your screen instead of the one where I showed you the buttons. It captures the entire screen. This would allow you to be more precise and just, for instance, crop specific areas and edit those. Anyway, whichever way you go about taking your screenshot, you can then find them in your gallery, and in the gallery under albums, you'll find an album called Screenshots, and here it is. Here we go. So anyway, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and smash dislike for Samsung including or implementing AI to everything that doesn't even work as AI. Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and today I'll show you how you can boot this device into safe mode. So, to get started, swipe down from the top right side of your screen, and here you'll find the power button. Click on it, and from the boot options you want to hold power off. As you can see, when you do that, it changes into safe mode with a quick message. Tap again to restart your tablet in safe mode. Download it. Apps will be temporarily disabled to help you troubleshoot your tablet. Just gonna click on it once more. And let's wait for the device to boot back up. So after waiting literally 2 minutes for the device to boot back up, it's finally in safe mode. And you can see this marking right here in the corner, indicates that, but once the device boots up, you can also see other things, like for instance, a lot of Samsung applications are disabled in this mode. Just give it a little bit more time. So you can see things like browser is turned off in here, lock, calendar, what else? Game hub, calculator, notes, and basically everything almost in here. Yeah, a lot of the applications that come with Samsung will be turned off, and if you try to open them up, it gives you this pop-up, and when you click on it, app disabled, and every app that is just kind of dimmer, like all of these right here, are the ones that will be affected. Anyway, once you're done with this mode and you want to go back to the normal one, just select the power button once more and tap on a restart. Now I'm not going to put you through another 2 minutes of rebooting, so I'm just going to finish it here. Now if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video, I will show you how to add a face unlock onto your Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Let's begin! First, let's simply head into settings. Then, let's scroll down a little and enter lock screen. Now, go into lock screen and biometric. Let's enter our current password. And now, once we have our normal password set up, we can enter face recognition. As you can see, there is some information about face recognition, like for security, we'll need to enter a pattern, PIN, or password as a backup from our face, because our face cannot be used standalone as an unlock method. That face recognition is less secure than other unlock types, because there is just a possibility that someone might be similar to us, or that someone might unlock our device while we are asleep. And that we want to have our face clearly visible. This is incredibly important because every single issue that usually happens later on is related to poor lighting condition, too harsh lighting condition, or some sort of additionals that cover up your face, like glasses, like mask, like weird hair on your face. It's pretty weird. Just make sure that it's just your face, nothing extra. So let's go into continue. And now we want to pick up our device, want to look directly into the camera, and then tilt our head a little bit up, which basically results in full scan of face. So I will hit register. And now I will position my head in frame, though microphone is in the way. So of course I want to just get it out. And now I can position my face inside frame. I can move a little bit upwards, but actually the one I'm now currently... Oh, okay. So you want to basically zoom your face in and just follow the instructions, and you should be good to go. And as you can see now, there is only one very simple thing I want to show you, and it's require open eyes and also brighten screen. Brighten screen will allow you to basically use the face unlock even with poor lighting condition, because the screen itself will be the light itself. Note that this will eat up a little bit of your battery. And also require open eyes, incredibly important for obvious safety reasons. With that, there is no way that somebody will actually unlock your device whenever you are asleep. So now we can lock our device. I can lift it up. I can try to unlock it. Oh, the face doesn't match. Let me try once again. And as you can see, we are unlocked. So now we can swipe to open, and there is no need for us to enter our pattern or lock screen that we have set up. So that's all for this video. If you found it useful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comments below. Anyway, that's all from me. See you next time.
Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and today I'll show you how you can hard reset this device through settings. So, to get started, I'm gonna open up our settings, and here, scroll to the very bottom, select General Management, then scroll down, and here you'll find Reset. Click on it, and again scrolling down to the bottom, you'll find Factor Data Reset. This will then present you with a list of data that will be removed by this process, which importantly includes things like music, photos, and all user data. So if you have anything of that sort that you'd like to back up, make a obviously copy of it before you go any further. I also want to point out that you do have the option to, I believe, back it up somewhere here. And you can use Smart Switch to back up your data as an info, but I will say this in the most honest way, I don't recommend doing this. Smart Switch, no matter where you back it up using it, basically locks your data to Samsung's. So it's your personal data that now is basically being locked from your access as long as you're not using a Samsung device. So you can't restore it to any other device, which just kind of defeats the purpose of a backup, right? So what I recommend doing is just plugging in your device to your computer with the cable and then moving over the data manually. But I also want to add a bit of an asterisk. Depending on how much data you keep on your device, you might be forced to move it in chunks. Because Samsung is being an annoying piece of trash when it comes down to these things, so it will just automatically disconnect your device without any reason to interrupt the transfer. That's what was happening to me with my Fold, and I was forced to use this dog shit, and then I found out I couldn't restore it to my other device. So just go through your data, move it, for instance, piece by piece, not like everything at once, and you should be good to go. But it's much more convenient to go through this inconvenience now and later have the access to all your data without any kind of restrictions put onto you by a company like this. Anyway, there's nothing here that I want to maintain, so I'm just going to select Reset. I do need to draw a pattern, and you will too if you have one, or just PIN or password. And if you have also your Samsung account signed in, you will need to sign out of it. If you don't have a Samsung account and just Google, don't worry, this won't matter then. I didn't have a Samsung account signed in on here, so it automatically jumps to resetting the device. And this process will take about 2 minutes or so to finish up, and once it's completed, we will be presented with Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished and you can set up your device however you like. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you all backup methods on Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, so let's begin. Let's open up the settings. Let's scroll down until we find the accounts and backup. And let's begin first with the Samsung Cloud. Click on Backup Data. If you want to use the Samsung Cloud option, you need to be logged into your Samsung account. It is necessary. Okay, in here, select the things that you want to back up. In my case, I want everything except the apps. Once you have selected everything, click on Backup Now. Now the process will start. In my case, it won't take long. Okay, now click on Done. And now our backup has been successfully made. Pretty easy. And next option is backup. Using the Google Drive, click on Backup Data. In here we have a list of things that will be backup, so it will be photos and videos and other device data. And now, to create a backup, click on Backup Now. Now the process will also start. It should be at any second. Okay, it's still loading, but it should start within a few seconds. Or maybe actually it's already going. Alright, I'll see you once the backup is finished. Okay, now the backup has been made. When we have that icon, it means that everything went successfully. Okay, and the last thing is the backup into the external storage transfer, into the external storage drive, I'm sorry. So click on that. When it comes to the option above, transfer data for device setup, this option works in that way that we can only bring the data into our tab and not transfer it into another. So this option is only for setuping, for bringing out the data. And actually the option says that we can send data from this tablet into another, but for example, when I'm downloading the smart switch on other phone, the only option that I have on it is to send the data, not receive it. It should work with other Samsung devices, but with other Androids, it might not work. You can also try it on your own, but remember that of course we have the Samsung backup and the Google Drive backup, so don't worry. And of course the external storage transfer. So let's select that. Click on more and continue. You also need to be logged in into the Samsung. Click on allow, and now in my case I'll plug the USB storage with an SD card to transfer the data. So if you have a device like that, you can insert it, and now select backup to, in my case, USB storage. Wait until it loads. Alright, now select what you want to backup. You can select everything, just calls, contacts and messages, or when you click on custom, you will be able to manually select the things that you want or don't want to backup. In my case, I only want the calls. So once you have selected everything, click on next and click on OK. Now the process has started. Okay, 100%. It should end at any second. Alright. Everything went fine. Now click on next. All set. Click on done. And that's all the backup methods that we have on this device. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you all backup methods on Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, so all we need to do is to open up the settings, and maybe let's begin with the Samsung Cloud Backup. Simply click on your Samsung account right in here, and you just need to be logged in. You need to have that in mind. And now, once you have clicked on your Samsung, scroll down until you find the Samsung Cloud. And now you can select which things you want to backup. In here you have a whole list of things that you can do. And now to create a backup, click Backup Data in here below. And now select what you want to backup. Everything is up to you. When it comes to me, I can copy call logs, messages, contacts, calendar, clock settings, normal settings, home screen settings, apps, and voice recordings. It's up to you what you want to backup. In my case, I want everything except the apps, for example. Okay, my bad. When you want to copy the home screen settings, it also requires the apps. So I don't want those two things. And now once you have selected everything that you want, click on Backup Now. And now the process has started. Okay, click on Done. And now our backup has been successfully made. That's the first method. Now let's scroll down a little until we find Accounts and Backup. Now, I have shown you the Samsung Cloud. Now let's go to Backup Data. That's the backup from the Google one. Okay, make sure that backup by Google One in here is enabled. And now let's discuss a few things. Let's begin that under account storage, we have our Google account that we are currently logged into. And on that account, I mean in the cloud of this account, our backup will be saved and stored. So for example, if you want to restore that backup in the future, you will need to be logged into the same Google account that you can see right in here on your device. Also make sure that you have some free storage space. And when it comes to the backup details, in here we have a list of things that will be backupped. To start a backup, click on Backup Now. Now the process will start. And under the backup word, a thin bar will appear. Here it is. And it's starting slowly to fulfill. Basically, when it disappears, it means that our backup has been successfully made. When everything will go fine, we will see a notification on the bottom of the screen that, which will say that everything went successfully. So I'll see you once the backup is made. Okay, the backup has been successfully made. You can also see right in here that everything went fine. The number one in the circle means that everything went fine. Okay, so that's how you can create a Google backup. When it comes to the smart switch, the transfer data for device setup only works when you want to send the data from this device into another one. I mean, when you click on that and when you try to receive on this tablet, basically when you're using other device that you want to from which you want to transfer into this device, when you download the smart switch on other devices, I mean there are no Samsung devices, only allows you to bring data, not send out. So this will not work, but don't worry. For example, we also have the external storage drive. To do it, we need to plug in our device, for example, an SD card or USB storage. I have the USB storage device, so that's what I'm going to use. Now plug it in into your tablet. Okay, now we need to wait a little. Okay, now select backup to USB storage. Now the process will start, so let's wait a little until it loads in 100%. Okay, now select the data that you want to backup. You can select everything, just calls, contacts and messages, or you can click on custom. Then you can click on next and you can manually select the things that you want to backup. In my case, I want only the calls and contacts and messages. Now click on next, click on OK, and now the process will start. It won't take long in my case, so I won't speed up this part of the video. Let's wait a little. Okay, backup results. You can see that everything has been copied. Click on next, click on done. And all of the backup methods went fine and everything has been successfully created. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore backup and how to transfer data on Samsung Tab S10 Lite. Okay, so we are in the setup process and I'll show you all methods how we can restore data on our and how to transfer data into our Samsung Tab. So first select your language and click on next. Okay, now we need to connect to the Wi-Fi. That's the thing that we need to do. So select your Wi-Fi and log in. Give me a second, I'll just type my password. Okay, once you have typed your password, you should have something like that. Easy setup with another device. And now we need to select the device that we want to use to transfer the data into our tab. In my case, I'll select Galaxy or other Android. In here I have my phone with me, and that's the device that I'm going to use to transfer data from this phone into our Galaxy Tab. And now we need to scan this QR code by using the QR code scanner on our device. So I'm opening the Google Lens app, click on camera, and let's scan the code. Okay, now click on that, click on continue. Okay, the device is connecting. Okay, in my case I also need to draw my pattern that I had before the reset. If you have a brand new device, you won't have that, so don't worry. As you can see, it's connecting to the Wi-Fi automatically. Now we need to wait a little. Okay, the loading is finished. Now we have option to copy apps and data. I'll click on next, click on agree, click on allow. And now we need to download the smart switch on our old device. So let's click on install. Okay, click on continue. Continue again. Click on while using the app. Allow, allow, and allow. Basically allow for everything. Okay, now we need to click on the settings. And we need to select to permit usage. And here select that you're aware of possible risk. But don't worry, we need to wait also a little until we have a possibility to click on OK. Select that and click on OK. OK. Now we can go back. Select that you allow. Again, select that you allow. We need to allow for everything, so it takes a few tries sometimes, but don't worry. Click that you are aware, then click on next. Now we can go back, and now we have option to transfer our data. Click on let's go. Select how you want to connect to the device. If you have a cable that fits, it requires an USB-C to USB-C cable, but we can always do this wireless, and that's the thing that I'm going to do. Now on our tab, click on next, select wireless, and now we need to scan this QR code. Okay. The device is connecting to our tab, so let's wait a little. Okay, our device is now connected. Now on our tab, select what things you want to backup. You can select everything, just calls, contacts and messages, or you can click on custom and manually select the things that you want or don't want to backup. In my case, I only want the calls, contacts and messages. Then click on next. Now the transfer process will start. So let's wait until it's finished. Okay. If you want, you can set up the biometrics as a security feature on your tab. It's not necessary to do right now. So we can click on skip. We can also see on our device that we are done on this device. Click on done and we won't be needing it anymore. So we can take it away. And now we have a simple setup process on our tab. We have now the Google services in here. Scroll down and click on accept. Now we have the backup services that are really useful. So in my opinion, you should keep them enabled. Click on turn on backup. Now we need to select our default browser. Click on next and select the browser first. I always pick the Chrome. Then click on set as default. Now select your search engine and click on set as default. And now we have the Gemini. Click on continue. You can enable the feature to say, hey Google, to launch the Gemini. It's up to you. I'll keep it turned on. Okay. And now, if you want, you can sign in or log in into your Samsung account. It's not necessary to log in right now because we can always do it later in the settings. So that's the thing that I'm about to do. Click on forgot password and click on setup later in the settings. In here for now, click on skip. And now agree to terms and conditions. You can also enable and select that you agree to other terms, but it's not necessary. You only need to agree for terms and conditions. Click on agree. Click on agree once again. Select your display mode, light or dark. Then click on next. Now we need to wait a little. Okay, we are all set. Click on home. And now we are ready to use our device. And also the things that we have selected that we want to transfer has been successfully. Everything went successfully, I mean. Okay, you can also see that data transfer has been completed. Also remember that you shouldn't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet because some of the things might still be installed from the Play Store. You can see it in the notification bar right in here, so simply wait until everything is downloaded. Okay, that was the first method, and now let's go into the second one, and the thing that I'm about to show you right now is how to restore the backup from the Google one. Okay, so now let's go with the second method. We are again during the setup process. Select your language and click on next. Click on next. Select that you agree. Click on next. And now when we have a possibility to set up with another device, we need to click on setup manually. Now we need to connect to the Wi-Fi. So select the Wi-Fi that you want and enter password to it. Give me a second, that's the thing that I will do right now. Once you have typed your password, click on connect. Click on next. We need to wait a little right now. Okay, now we have a possibility to copy apps and data. Click on next. But now we need to select that we cannot use other device. Now we should have possibility to log in into our Google account. Yeah. Okay, and now one important thing. We need to sign in into the same Google account on which we made the backup before. Because when we log in into other Google account, we won't be able to restore the backup from Google one. So have that in mind. Also, if you don't know how to create a Google account, on our channel there's a video called All Backup Methods on this device. And in that video I'm showing how to create that backup. So if you want, you can find that video. Okay, so now I will log in into my Google account and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, once you have typed your password, click on next. Click on agree. Okay, now we need to wait a little. And now we have option to restore our backup. And here we have a list of all backups if you have another ones. In my case there's a lot of that, but I want to restore that one that I have made on our tab. So select the backup that you want. And now I also need to confirm by drawing the screen lock that I had before the backup. There is a chance that you also might need to do it. Okay, and now we need to choose what we want to restore. We can restore apps, contacts, and the device settings. When it comes to the Google Photos, Gmail, Calendar, and Drive, they are synced automatically, so don't worry. When it comes to the apps, you can always click on them and manually select the app that you want or don't want to copy, but remember that some of those apps are the system apps, so be careful when you are selecting. Okay, in my case, I don't want my apps to be copied, I only want the contacts, device settings, and that's all. Now, once you have selected everything, click on Restore. Now the process will start. And now, if you want, you can set the screen lock. I'll click on Skip because we can always do it later in the settings. And now we have the simple setup process that I was showing you in the first method. So in here, simply scroll down and click on and next. In here, it's always worth turning on the backup because it's a really useful feature. Now click on next and select your default browser and click on set as default. Select your search engine. I always pick the Google. It's, in my opinion, it's the best. Click on set as default. Click on continue. You can enable to say, hey Google, to launch the Gemini. I'll turn it on because why not? Wait a little. Now you can sign in into your Samsung account. It's not necessary to do right now, so you can always click on forgot password and click on setup later in the settings. If you want, you can always log in right now. In here, click on skip. Select that you agree to the terms and conditions. You can always click on all. Click on agree. Click on more and agree. select your display mode, light or dark, click on next. Okay, click on home. And now we are ready to use our device. Some of the things will install in the background. Simply don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet and wait until everything gets installed. Okay, so that was the second method. Now let's go into the third one and fourth. Okay, so let's go with the third and the fourth method. The third method is restoring the backup from external storage drive. To do it, we need to open up the settings, find them and open them. And now scroll down until you find Accounts and Backup. Scroll down a little and find External Storage Transfer. Click on More and click on Continue. Click on More and click on Allow. And now we need to plug in our device. Okay. Oh, something went wrong. My bad. Back to the backup and restore, and now select restore from USB storage. Selected, click on sign in, and now we need to sign in into our Samsung account. It is necessary to do it, so give me a second and I will log in. Okay, and once you have signed in, click on USB storage again. Now wait a little until it loads. It shouldn't take long, just like I was saying. And now select what you want to restore. Of course, everything depends on what you have on your external storage drive. In my case, I'll simply select the everything and I'll click on next. Of course, you can always click on custom and manually select the things that you want or don't want to restore. Okay, now click on next. And now the process will start, so let's wait until it's finished. In my case, it won't take long because I have only the contacts and the messages. Okay, click on go to home screen, and as you open up the notification bar, you can see that the data transfer has been completed. Okay, click on next. All set, click on done. And that's how you can restore from the external storage drive. And now the last thing is restoring from the Samsung cloud. Open up the settings, go to the app site, click on your Samsung account. You also need to be logged in if you want to do it. Scroll down, click on Samsung Cloud. But first we need to update it. So let's wait a little until it's done. Okay, and now scroll down and click on Restore Data. And now select the backup that you want to restore. In here we have a whole list, as you can see. I want this backup to be restored. Now select the things that you want to restore, then hit the button. Now the process has started, so let's wait until it's done. Okay, click on done. Okay, I think I have clicked once again. So let's wait until it's finished. Of course, once you have restored from external storage, you can unplug it. Okay, click on done. In here, if you want, you can delete the old backups, but it's not necessary. And as we check it in, our backup now has been successfully restored. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.